Hey everyone, it's Wolfran here, and we're coming back on the Phatasm Grind. I've had the Omen for a day and made quite a bit of ISK. I've taken it from 30 to just over 64, so I decided last night to in fact sell my Omen in order to make up the remaining ISK to buy my Omen Navy Issue, because I'm going to use a lot of the same fittings, going to have a couple of extra slots to fill, but I should have enough left over to sort that out, so that's the decision. Let me know about the quality of this video. I've recorded this on my phone, whereas normally I record it on my PC. I am using BlueStacks, but actually I quite like the quality, so let me know what you think. If you think this is better or worse or the same, or in fact makes no difference to you. But yeah, the Omen Navy looks like it's about 72-75 million. I've got 64 million, I think it was, and the Omen itself sells for about 19 and a bit million, which actually I think I do better for, because I bought the Omen not a day or so ago for about 18 and a half. So I'm not saying you make a profit, but taxes and the fees would have done me in anyway, but it's not bad to sell it for more than you bought it for. So I've got to strip out all the fittings as you do with these things. I'm not going to hold on to it, there's no point if I'm going to get the Omen Navy. So I'm going to put it up, then I put it up last night in order to sell. And it's been a good little ship. I really liked it. I was surprised I was able to do some of the harder, the T7 missions with the Omen, but it was okay actually, as you'll see on the other videos. But this is the whole point and part of this grind. It's going to take it up. You're going to have to spend money, invest it into better ships, so I can make more ISK quickly in order to grind to Phatasm, because at Omen rates I was not going to make it. Anyway, the next morning comes round, as you can see, and I've sold my Omen. I'm selling in Jita, so I sold it, which is fantastic, which means I've got the ISK to buy the Omen Navy. Not cheap, and I'm lazy, so as you'll see, I couldn't be bothered to travel further to get the slightly lower price. If you're going to try and save money, then by all means do. I bought it for 75 million. It's probably 3 million too much, but there we go. And there it is, Omen Navy. I'm going to skip all the bits about fitting it out. Those are all the skills you need. I'm pretty much heavily skilled up into cruisers, so it's something you need to look at. I will go over the skills as they develop, because I have developed them even since making this video. That's the fitting. As you can see, it's got about 25% more DPS than the Omen, just on this bog standard fitting, and this is with no rigs. I added a target painter, which has been relatively useful. Increases the amount of damage you can do, particularly to destroyers and to cruisers. I added obviously extra weapon, and this is me going into a bog standard T6 counter, really just to show you the difference this makes. I don't think the fit's changed too much, aside from that at that point, and I haven't changed the fit slightly more. Haven't changed it much more than this at the moment. I'm still grinding away, but it's a good ship. I have changed the tactics at the moment. The tactic I use is I go in and then I look to orbit at the optimal range for the lasers, which is just under 24 kilometers, so I set my orbit at 24, and then I generally orbit targeting the first E-War cruiser that normally comes at you in these missions, mostly because it's the one that seems to come at you with either an afterburner or a micro warp drive, but it comes away from the pack. I'll take that one off, take that one on, and then I'll take the others on. It's a relatively easy and quick process, and then I'm going to speed up this video to take you through it, but effectively the time difference is enormous, because I think if you've seen from the previous videos, it takes a fair bit of time to get through these T6 normal storyline encounters. In the Omen, it took, it could take almost 20 minutes, 25 minutes easily. It now will take 15 without difficulty, so that's already improved the efficiency. But I'm still making the same amount of risk from the bounties, from the rewards, and from whatever loot drops. The tactic, very straightforward in this, is basically, I suppose it's a form of kiting. You do take a bit of damage, you can handle it. Interestingly, the capacitor is still a bit of an issue at this point, partly because, well, I'll explain it later about the rigs I put into it. The rigs I put in are the prototype rigs I started off with. I've got a video to update through today in my grinding today. I've changed things around, but this is just to introduce the fact that I've got the Omen Navy Issue. I put in the prototype rigs. That's the damage I got when I showed you without any of the rigs in. It gets a little bit better because I put in one damage rig, one aerator rig, which both increase damage, and I put in 2 capacitor control circuits, which was a mistake. Do not put in the capacitor control circuits. They're only prototypes, I don't care. But they should be semiconductor memory cells, so that's an important thing to remember. If you can learn anything, learn from my mistakes. I'll speed through the rest of this encounter. As you can see, relatively quickly done, and you can see the time in the top left in respect of how long it took me to do the encounter. Which, that includes picking up the loot, so I was actually pretty happy. I've since then changed my tactics, changed loadout, improved my skills, but I'll cover that in my next update video as to show you how I'm progressing. But thank you very much for watching. Thank you for coming along on this journey with me. Let's see how long it takes now from this point onwards, because this was the first big step, and I'm actually pretty pleased I took it in the first day. So if you've got any suggestions on running the Omen Navy in terms of fittings, in terms of play style, in terms of strategy, in terms of really any of it, any other suggestions in terms of grinding for ISK in HiSec, by all means, comments, let me know. Let me know what you think. And thank you for everyone who's been leaving likes and comments on the videos so far.